Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea what I've been through today. I've been trying to connect with you, and I've had so many technical difficulties. I had to go to Target. I bought a bottle of wine, actually wine cans. Butter Chardonnay, shout out to you. I was having a heart-to-heart with the camera, trying to have a heart-to-heart with you. And then I looked down on my screen. I had just shared about my sister who passed. I was really feeling my feelings. And I looked down and the monitor says not recording. And I go to the camera, hadn't been recording for as soon as I got into like the juicy part, as soon as I was like, you know, like feeling normal, not weird, not recording. It's so frustrating, but I'm good now. I have my wine. I'm probably going to get a smash burger after this, but let's just jump right in. So take a sip maybe. Yeah. That's good. Today in our video, I'm thinking that we can talk about the dissociation that happens when you lock up teenagers in trouble teen camps. I dissociated for my entire program and years after the fact. So I think that's what I want to talk about. But first of all, we do have a sponsor today. And that sponsor is your favorite and mine. And I finally have a link, Ana Luisa. So I actually haven't touched these items because I wanted to unbox with you and put them in now. I'm actually already wearing Ana Luisa here. But we're going to switch them out to these ones because these are the new ones. And then in my link, it shows like all the stuff that I have from Ana Luisa and whatever else. So let's do a little unboxing. So I got 3 pairs of earrings. Some are in these big things, which is weird because I didn't really get that big of earrings. So the first one are these gold mini Abby earrings. And I usually do gold, but today we're doing silver. So I'm actually going to put these away for another date. And now we also got the silver mini Abbies. So if you've noticed, I wear gold, but I wanted to try changing to silver. So I got a bunch of silver. Well, not a bunch. 2 silver little bippy boppies. So these are the Tia small silver hoops. We'll put these in first, and then I'm going to try to put the mini Abbies next to them. And yeah, I'm excited because these are literally my first pair of silver hoops. Like I want to be a silver girl sometimes. And sometimes like when I was copying like Gigi Hadid, she was wearing like silver and pearls. I didn't have any silver. So I am very grateful to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video and also offering up all these goods. I love Ana Luisa. I'm a silver girl now. Excuse me. And these actually are hollow, it seems. So they're not super heavy on the ear. For one, I can't wear very heavy hoops. Like whenever they're completely filled, it really hurts my ears. So I think there's a little bit of hollowness to these because these are super comf. And also these are tarnish free. And something that I read today is that Ana Luisa offers a 2-year warranty backing on their jewelry, which is so sick because how many times have you ordered a piece of jewelry and then it tarnishes and you're not getting your money back, sister? I was buying from this brand that will go unnamed for a while, and their stuff kept turning me green, and they said it was gold something, gold coated, gold plated. If it was, it wore off so quickly, but that's besides the point. Let's focus on the here and the now. These are very gorgeous. Let's put the mini Abbeys next to them. I wanted to get 2 things of silver so that I could like make a stack. And these really could go up here too, but these earrings are difficult to take out. So let's just try to see if we can get them into the second piercing. I was thinking too, since I got 2 pairs of the mini Abbeys, gold and silver, I could also do like mixed metal vibes, but not today. Today we're doing single metal because I'm so excited about the silver. Oh, got it. I always have a hard time getting my seconds in. Oh, these are cute. Let me zoom you in to this ear. Wow, I didn't think I would like silver as much as I do. I'm really bad at getting earrings in my second hole. My mirror is really far from me. Now this ear is struggling. I have a newer piercing on this side. I got 2 piercings actually at a time on this side. And I wish I would have only gone 1 at a time because it's very hard to heal 2 earrings that are stacked on top of each other. But look. How stunning. I'm very pleased. Thank you so much, Ana Luisa. I love you with all my heart. It's all I've been wearing ever since I started working with Ana Luisa because literally it's better than everything I have. And they never disappoint. Never. Never, ever, ever. I actually need to not put these back in the box because I am notorious for throwing away new items. If I leave something in the box, oh my God, these as well. I sometimes will grab the box and think I put the items away and I didn't. And then I throw away the items. Like this was a while ago, it wasn't recently, but I got some P. Louise items, which by the way are really hard to find. Like it's really hard to get it shipped. It costs a lot of money to get it shipped. You guys, I threw away half the primers that I bought because I thought I took them out of the packaging and put them away, and I didn't. Murder me. Somebody kill me, shoot me, murder. So that being said, thanks Ana Luisa. These are so freaking awesome. Now let's move on to the next thing. Let's do a get ready with me. And like I said, I'd like to talk about dissociating. I've been dissociating my whole life, but especially in the program. Life, like I wasn't living life, like I've said this before, until I was older. So all my years as a youngster, I was dissociating. Also, I'm trying to say dissociating without a lisp, but I can't because I'm still on my 13-week Invisalign journey. I'm only on week 2. The camera's hot. So now I have to stop and pause again. Today has been such a day. Be right back. Okay, all is well. We got a refill and we're going to talk about my dissociation journey. Okay, so here's the thing. Do you guys know how bad it is to not feel your feelings? It's really unhealthy for you. It delays your healing in life. It delays you maturing. It delays you processing. And then you end up a grown-up who acts like a little kid. You need to feel your feelings. You need to process your feelings. You need to go through the hard times when they're hard because otherwise you're going to feel the feelings associated with certain traumatic events years later when you should be past them. But some of us dissociate and put off the feelings and don't feel the extreme grief, sadness, confusion, etc. while it's happening, and then it compounds later. So I am somebody who pushes my feelings away. So much so that my therapist in the past has been like, why are you telling me this in such a casual tone? Because I'll tell her the worst things that have ever happened to me like in a very casual tone. As if it wasn't me that this happened to. This is the Cool Tone Pat McGrath palette. We're going to do a gunmetal, glossy, sexual look because I'm feeling dark and depresso. Again, not depressed, just depresso. It's curable and it's easy to get through, so don't worry. So anyway, when you put off your feelings, like I said, they come back to haunt you. And I don't know if you believe this or not, but when I was sent away and I was in Alabama, I gotta say, the trauma from that event was buried deep, deep, deep down. And I justified it. I thought I deserved it. I truly thought I should be there at that stage. At this stage, fuck that shit. But at that stage, that's what I thought. And I swear I was dissociating for half my program because I was living in the freaking clouds. Naturally, I am somebody who lives in the clouds a little bit, but when I was there, I was in the clouds. Like, I was not with us. I thought I was speaking to Jesus all the time. I had lost my goddamn marbles. And I think partially it was because the human experience is to feel and to live and to enjoy and to even if you are depressed, like you feel and embrace those feelings, you connect with others. But when I was here at the School for Troubled Girls, it was not a normal human experience. It was very dehumanizing. They taught us to not listen to our bodies. They shut us down when we were sick. They shut us down when we had questions. We were just kind of trained to do what we were told, and that was about it. So I was living in dreamland, the whole time I was there. I was dreaming about future boyfriends. I was dreaming about my husband because I was all wrapped up in this Christian theology, and they were saying that we can't do it before we're married. So I was dreaming about that because, I'm sorry, I'm not going to wait my whole life. I was dreaming about the past. I was agonizing over the past. I was not there in real life. And I think because one, the real life was either so boring or so traumatizing. Not much in between. It was either actively traumatizing or so fucking dull. So dull. So dull. We did the same schedule every week. The mind-numbing activities that we participated in was too much for me to continue living in my body, that I had to go outside of myself to live a little. I'm thinking of the future. I'm thinking of the past, not thinking about the present, because the present is me picking up leaves every day, washing a baseboard. Do you know what a baseboard is? We washed them. We washed the baseboards. We washed the walls. I'm coming in hot today, but oh my God, it was such a mind-numbing experience. I can put myself into yesterday and live it over again. It was so bland. It was so bland. So I think all of us were escaping in our own ways. Some of the students opted to live a little amongst each other. They broke rules. They kissed in the bathroom. I did not do that. I was afraid, terrified. I did break rules, but I never broke rules with others. Because the thing about breaking rules with others is that eventually when they move dorms or when they go to when the girls, me included, go to a serious sermon and it talks about conviction, they start feeling guilty about the bad that they did, and they tell on you. So I never did anything that wasn't allowed with another student, more or less. I mean, I dabbled, but not as bad as some girls did, because I was like, I can't trust you people. So again, further into my shell, I went. Like, literally, there was no hope. I was in the frickin' clouds. I was thinking about my ex-boyfriend. I was thinking about that time that I was 12 and I scratched my sister and her skin was in my fingernail. I'm sorry that I just told you that. But it happened, and it's a core memory. I cannot forget it. Me and my sisters were violent with each other when we were small. And I think it's because my dad was violent with us. And so we kept the violence going. I'm going to do my under eye, by the way. And I already have foundation on because, like I said earlier, when I was suffering to film this film, I put on foundation and then I realized I wasn't recording. Also, eye gloss will come later. It will come last, because as soon as you put eye gloss on, it's over. It will inevitably smudge. However, I used this one the other day and it worked almost too well. So fingers crossed. I'm going to conceal with this Becca Under Eye Brightener. This, I actually like the Maybelline one a lot better, but I don't have that one handy, so I'm going to use this. It's just that this one is a little bit of a cake city. It's thick. It's thick and it's hard to blend and stuff. And then we'll smoke out the lower lash line later. So back to what I was saying. I wasn't feeling any of my feelings. And I continued not feeling my feelings for years. I never processed it because I thought that I deserved it. It seemed justified. It only became me getting sent away. Me getting sent away only became unjustified when I became like an actual adult, like not a 21-year-old, but like an adult with ovaries who could potentially have children. That's when it began to become shocking to me, just like my life experience. I'm like, what? What did your parents do? Would I do that as a parent? No, I wouldn't even do that as a dog owner. So I didn't feel my feelings for many years. I thought it was justified, etc. And through my 20s, early 20s too, when something devastating would happen to me, like a breakup or I was cheated on or, just something really bad, I would do anything I could besides feel those feelings. So then what happened as I got into my more healed era is that I started healing from not only things that are going on now, but everything that was going in the past, because I never embraced the feelings. I never felt the feelings. Like when you're going through a breakup, for example, which I am right now, and every time my ex texts me or I feel emotional about it, I go ahead and I let it all out. Like I let myself cry. I don't hold back. I don't recover by like texting another guy, like what I used to do to get over breakups, which is what they say, like get under somebody else. I used to do that. Not anymore. It's fine if that's what you want to do, but me, not in my healed era. No, I'm processing this now. I'm feeling these horrible feelings now so that in the future, I can fully embrace what's in front of me, whether that be a new partner or just a new job, a life experience, whatever it is. It's not good to not feel your feelings. Listen, this year I processed a breakup that happened when I was 25. Okay? I'm 29. I processed it 4 years later. So it's fine if that's the route that you want to go to, but it's going to catch up to you, and then it's going to be ridiculous to all the people around you who are like, that happened a really long time ago, sweetie. You don't want to be that way. feeling your feelings is very important. But I never felt my feelings until recently. Like literally, you know these people, okay, there's these people in my comments who say, my parents abused me and I turned out fine. I get strange comments like that all the time. My parents beat me, but I'm fine. Get over it. No, no, no. Those are people who are dissociating. Those are people who aren't feeling those feelings, aren't processing those feelings. I lost track of what I was getting at, but feeling your feelings is really important. I think the only time that I've ever appropriately felt my feelings and processed something was with my sister's passing, but that was just so bold and in your face. Everything else I ran away from. I ran away from being sent away. I ran away from breakups. I ran away from like traumatic things that happened to me in LA while dating. I have some stories. Oh my God, do I have some stories? Camera's getting hot. What do you know? So let's take a pause and we'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, so my dad called me and that got me thinking about the dissociation that I've been through in my life. And we're going to put this in the lower waterline. I'll tag everything for you guys. So I didn't process what happened to me even when I got out. And my safe parent was my mom. But I said this in shorts this week. Whenever I would try to tell her how it hurt me, how fucked it was, blah, 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 when I was being sent away or whatever, she would start hysterically crying, sobbing her freaking eyes out, sobbing, sobbing, sobbing. My mom's a really sensitive girl. She's actually not, there's no malice there, but she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle what she did. Couldn't handle it even at all. And she also had like gone out of a really nasty divorce with my dad. She's just like, my mom is her own girl. She needs to heal her. She can't even, she couldn't do for me what I needed her to do. Like she just can't. She needs to be in her own place, healing her own stuff, blah, 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 blah. So when I got out, I continued to not process what happened to me, dissociate again and again and again and again, and in so many different ways. So there were so many moments, and I have so many memories of myself, like having a panic attack and physically being almost separate from my body. Now, this does not happen anymore. I am well. I am adjusted. I am a grown-up. I am healing. That should be like, that's my mantra. You know, I am this, I am this, I am this. I am not that anymore, okay? I'm not. But when I was younger, something I didn't even know was happening was that I was just like leaving my body all the time. This is the gloss. Look at that. The gloss. This is by LH Cosmetics. I tagged it the other day, so I'm pretty certain I can tag it today, but if not, it'll be down below. They sent this to me over a year ago. I forgot about it. I didn't really use it. Then I used it on a model this week. Outstanding. I can't believe that I did all these glossy lid tutorials without this. This is actually very great. Back to what I was talking about. There are so many scary memories where I just remember almost just not being in my body. It's like nobody's in there and I'm just watching it happen. There have been a couple times where I'm struggling a lot, where I was struggling a lot with my mental health, and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm feeling like nobody's there. Nobody's home. And yeah, that's it. I remember even like in my dad's kitchen, when I got out of the program, I went right back home, which is so funny because it's so bad to just not heal and then just go right back home, because the center and the directors and the other students and your parents, they all blame you for your failure, but they are all exactly the same. You return home, your parents are the same. They are just as delulu as they always were. They have not changed. You have changed in terms of trauma. You have a whole new batch of it. And now you're a Christian, which means nothing, by the way. It means nothing in terms of healing, in terms of mental well-being. It means nothing. So you believe that God will give you what you need and will equip you to like deal with temptation, deal with your parents, deal with everything. Everything's on your shoulders. Like everything that they taught at the School for Troubled Girls, you need to do this. You need to do that. The hypocrisy, they never mention the parents, the family, how they need to change, how your divorced parents need to communicate for once, or how they need to be not toxic. No. It's all on your shoulders. And I remember feeling so overwhelmed because for the first time I'm at home, I can be anywhere I need to be. And it would just make me collapse because the pressure of the world was on my shoulders. The pressure for also not only just me, but everybody else around me, their salvation, my siblings, etc., the healing of my family. The pressure is on me because I'm the one who got sent away. I'm the one who got sucked into a cult lifestyle. I'm the one who was taught all these crazy ass backwards things. And I'm being told all this time that I need to go out and save the whole world. So I think my little pea brain, again, could not compute. And this girl, Emily Harper, fucking checked out. She was not there. I was not there until I moved away to Vancouver. Thank God I have enough sense. I had enough sense at that age because I didn't have much sense. Thank God I had a little sense to just GTFO. So yeah. And then everybody always asks me about my relationship with my parents. My dad just called me. I'm going to use the highlighters and probably the bronzer in this, maybe a little blush too. I don't know. People always ask me about my relationship with them, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Why would it not be fine? Listen, I've only been processing this seriously for the past year and a half, maybe 2 years maximum, about how fucked it was, what happened to me. Guess what? My big explosion came out of my parents way after the fact. It didn't happen early. It didn't happen when it should have. I didn't cut contact years ago when I technically should have. Because it didn't fucking dawn on me. I was gone. Emily Harper was gone. And like, there was just like a shell of a human just surviving. So yeah. So actually what's funny about it is that because I dissociated, because I was not even, it doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't even have to be dissociation. Because I wasn't processing or healing, my anger came out about 1 to 2 years after my sister passed. That is when that is when I regressed like a baby. Okay. So regression, a lot of the time when people don't heal, they start acting like freaking babies towards their parents because they're looking to heal their inner child. So what did I do when I was like 21 and I was in Vancouver and I couldn't get out of my bed and I couldn't like go out and chase my dreams because like I was traumatized and I was like, it had dawned on me all the fucked up shit that happened and all the loss and the time that I didn't have with my sister. When that dawned on me, I started acting like a goddamn baby, calling my dad in particular, not even my mom, because like my mom, the woman has a good heart, okay? My dad, however, I had more trauma with. So I started calling him and acting like a fucking baby. Calling him, telling him he ruined my life, he ruined my prospects, I'm failing because of him. And I kind of was because I couldn't move. I couldn't get my ass out of bed. I couldn't get my ass out of bed for years at a time. Like, even though, like I always say this, my life started in Vancouver. It started, but it was tough to do the bare minimum. Like, I could, and I had really good people around me. Thank God they saved me, I think. Met my best friend in the whole entire world. But like, if I was solo, man, I couldn't fucking move my arms and legs. When I didn't have to be somewhere, like work, I've always shown up to work. But if I wasn't scheduled, or like I had to self-start, or I had to go get an ID, I had to pay my taxes. Nope. Couldn't be me. I could do things that I had to do, but I didn't do much else. I did as little as I possibly could because I was surviving, you know? That didn't change until I got medicated. Because here's the thing too, your brain, when you have childhood trauma, when you have a bunch of fucked up shit that happened to you, it affects your brain. It affects your functioning. It affects your success. It affects everything. And my brain couldn't work that hard. Like, I couldn't. I had to take the edge off, connect and disconnect the firing whatevers that go on the brain, and then I had to take it from there. It's like, have you ever had a very anxious rescue dog? I have. My rescue dog could not learn commands, could not chill, could not stop fucking crying if I wasn't around until he took Prozac. That took the edge off. Then his brain started firing the right way and I was able to teach him. It's the fucking same. Like, it's the same. Obviously, people are very different from dogs, but at the same time, I knew that my dog needed Prozac because I needed fucking Zoloft. It just helped me. And you guys, I'm not promoting you take anything. If you're good, you're good. But me, my brain was not firing the right way. And also, the things that I was connecting to were very unhealthy. So what made me feel alive was very toxic. Toxic men made me feel alive. Scary situations, experimenting made me feel alive. Now I have my Zoloft and I feel alive doing normal activities. So I think at this stage, if I were taken off of it, I would have learned enough to coast from there. But I needed that straightening up, that brain rewiring, so that I can just be normal and not chase very toxic situations to feel at home. Now I feel at home with normal activities, with people who are genuinely safe, whereas beforehand, I felt at home with freaking drug dealers, okay? So I don't know what happened with today's session. I think the makeup's almost done. I think we just need a little new lip. I took out my Shiseido Ginkgo. I have a new one of these. I thought this was the new one, and it's not. So we'll just put it on with a little brush because it's almost empty. Kind of like this look. It's a little greasy, but I kind of like the grease factor. Okay, guys, this is the look. Thank you again to Ana Luisa. Let's bring it back home. Let's bring it back to normal. Thank you, Ana Luisa, for these earrings. These are so fab. And you guys, I have a link for you down below, so check that out. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for supporting me when I'm unhinged. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the things you say. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you watching. Everything will be linked down below for you. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate you and I love you so much. Okay? We'll see you for the next one.